Dragon Ball Daima, Episode 12, True Strength. Having been struck by Tamagami number 2, Vegeta is sent hurtling backwards towards the Kraken's open mouth before submerging back into the sea. Moments later it quickly resurfaces with the intent of eating a concerned Goku, who after narrowly avoiding it, spots Vegeta hanging on to one of the Kraken's tentacles. Vegeta transforms into a Super Saiyan to continue battling the Tamagami, whilst the Kraken still continues to try and make a meal out of him. Eventually the Kraken is able to encase Vegeta inside his mouth, but after transforming into a Super Saiyan 2, he is able to break free. The yawning Kraken then gives up and heads back into the sea and away from the commotion. Now without interruption, Vegeta engages in an intense battle with the Tamagami. Impressed with Vegeta having seemingly gained the upper hand, Neva provides Tamagami number 2 with some additional power. With the Tamagami's power having grown significantly, the battle takes to the ocean below where he manages to knock Vegeta back into his base form. Not willing to give up, Vegeta powers up once again. Emerging from the sea, he begins to go even further beyond, tapping into the Super Saiyan 3 transformation much to Goku's surprise. With this power-up, Vegeta's power far surpasses that of his opponent and dominates the battle. After firing off a transcendent Gallic gun, the Tamagami is pushed backwards but is able to deflect it upwards before it engulfs him. However, with this opening, Vegeta lands a solid punch to his face with enough force that he ultimately decides to give up. For the final challenge, Tamagami number 2 asks Vegeta a riddle, and though expected to get it wrong, he surprises everyone by getting it right. For his efforts, he is awarded the 2-star Dragon Ball. Having now gained 2 of the 3 necessary Dragon Balls, the group board the plane with the intention of traveling to the first demon world next to obtain the final Dragon Ball and to also save Dende. Meanwhile, in the first demon world, Majin Buu resumes his battle with Tamagami number 1 until he suddenly halts mid-battle due to wanting some chocolate. In disbelief, Majin Buu quickly races back off to the store to buy some whilst Majin Buu frantically tries to avoid the Tamagami's relentless attacks. Buu returns and hastily throws a chocolate to Buu, who eats it whole, reinvigorating him and causing him to now fight back stronger than before. After another exchange, the Tamagami falls with Buu having achieved victory. Tamagami number 1 offers one final challenge, a mental arithmetic test. Displaying increasing numbers in rapid succession, Buu is asked to answer what all the numbers add up to. While Dr. Arinsu looks on dumbfounded and what is a seemingly impossible question, Buu, knowing the answer, whispers it to Buu, who repeats it back to the Tamagami. Tamagami number 1 congratulates him on a correct answer and provides him with the Dragon Ball as promised. Elsewhere, having watched the events unfold both on the second and third demon worlds, Goma makes a much-needed decision. With Goku and his companions having now also obtained the 2-star Demon Realm Dragon Ball, a panicked Goma orders Dejesu to disable the Sur Warp so that they are unable to travel to the first demon world, to which he begrudgingly does so. Meanwhile, in the second demon world, the Demon Realm plane carrying both parties suffers engine trouble and crash lands to a planet below, though everyone escapes unharmed. While Bulma and Pansy work on repairing the plane, the rest of the group take a look outside. Vegeta suggests that the fighters amongst them simply fly on ahead to the first demon world, but Shin tells him that it is impossible for a mortal being to pass through the Sur Warp. Just then, Neva realizes where it is they've ended up, the planet Mega. Home to the Megath, Mega is known as being the second most dangerous planet in all of Demon Realm. A planet where everything is gigantic in size and even the Supreme Demon King dare not enter. Elsewhere, Glorio contacts Dr. Arinsu in private to let her know that they've obtained the second Dragon Ball. Between the 2 that Glorio has obtained, and the one that Majin Buu was able to recently obtain, Dr. Arinsu now has the complete set. As Goku heads off to explore, he finds a giant apple to feast on, when suddenly he is attacked by a horde of giant hamsters, each roughly twice the size of Goku. The pack attacks while Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Glorio try to fend them off but are surprisingly resilient. However, when footsteps begin to shake the earth underneath, the nervous hamsters run off back into the long grass. Suspicious of the source of the footsteps, they find that they belong to a Megath child, a behemoth of a being reaching hundreds of feet high up from the ground. On its way home from school, the child sits down and begins to snack on one of the tentacles that belong to the Kraken. The child is soon joined by a dog that quickly sniffs them out and begins searching for the group. Bulma and Pansy head off to finish repairs on the plane while Goku does his best to slip away from the giant dog. It finds him, however, and the fighters are tasked with trying to keep it away from the plane so it doesn't get destroyed. When Goku accidentally flies into the dog, he is approached by several giant ticks. After also fighting them off, the dog then spots the glint of the plane's Magi light and excitedly runs towards it, barging past everyone and almost pouncing on it if not for Goku's Kamehameha blasting the dog away. The girls finish the plane's repairs and plan to take off, but the ongoing commotion causes the child to take notice and head over. The child spots the plane in the air and attempts to swat it, but Goku intercepts him. The plane is saved, but Goku is overpowered and falls into the child's school bag. The child removes a ruler and again tries to strike the plane, but Goku emerges from the bag as a Super Saiyan and halts him with his power pole. Again, Goku saves the plane but is overpowered, narrowly dodging a heavy foot stomp that follows. Goku and the others then board the plane and leave the planet. When Neva tells them that adult Megaths are even more terrifying, Goku asks why they don't become the Supreme Demon Kings instead, but Shin explains that Megaths are generally a laid-back race not interested in such things. Out of curiosity, Vegeta asks what the #1 most dangerous place is in the demon realm. The answer is Giga, where even large beings known as the Gigath live. The group sit back and relax while they have the chance as they continue their journey.